Neodori Forever is an runner where your goal is to get to the end of the level without crashing into anything. Yes, the game is skinned like a racing game, but there isn't really any real racing happening at all. You can't control the speed of your car. Drifting slows it down a little, but that's not what I mean. You can boost. That's not really what I mean either. There are rivals at the end of some levels that you're racing, but you're not really racing them. As long as you don't run into anything, you'll win, and I'll complain about that more later. The goal of the game is to not run into anything at all. It's not really racing. So there's no time limits or anything like that. You only have to worry about the fuel in the top right-hand corner of the screen. It slowly goes down, or if you hit something, it will take a big chunk out of it, and you can refill that with gas tanks that are littered around the course. And so it goes. You can follow along with how far along you are in the course and the top. Once the car reaches the end, the level ends, or a rival shows up. Right on cue, here's the rival showing up now. The bar at the top has swapped to a rival meter, where white is your safe, red means that you're going to lose the race. However, no matter how far I push the car limits now and speed up ahead, I cannot lose the rival. The rival is going to come back at me in a few moments here. They will speed back up, get unlimited speed for some reason, catch all the way back up. Here they go. It doesn't feel fair, and at the end of this race, I boop a car, and now I've lost the race. They instantly caught up to me, passed me for a little bit too far, and boop, it's over, race done. Now you have to restart the level because that doesn't count as winning. Yeah, I'm a little salty about the whole situation. You bump into one car at the end there, and the whole level, no matter what you did before, is over. You've lost the race. Doesn't count. It's really weird. One thing to note about Neodori Forever is that the levels are procedurally generated. The tracks are procedurally generated, so you have no idea where the turns are going to be. That also includes the gas tanks and power-ups. There are moments where I've played, hit too many things, needed a gas tank, there were none to be found, and so I lost the race. Now, yes, I should not have hit the things I hit, but if the game is going to give you a chance, it would be nice if they gave you an even chance, not an impossible chance. The last obstacle you could incur in a level are the police. There's these yellow triangles on the left-hand side of the levels, and if you run past them, then a police officer shows up and tries to stop right in front of you. They're easily passed by, but could make you miss a gas tank or two. But keep in mind, they're so easily avoidable just by driving on the right-hand side of the road, and or when they stop in front of you, it's not really much of an obstacle at all. Moving on to perhaps the hottest topic of the game, and it's the drifting, right? Who doesn't love a good drifting game? Now, I think the drifting in Neodori Forever is fun, and the sliding and animations and sounds and everything around it is enjoyable, but drifting at all? Not recommended. Don't do it if you can help it. Drifting will add to your boost, but it is just much easier to collect the power-ups that are around. There's plenty of them to fill up the meter, and boost isn't that required, so just do that. The problem with drifting is that it's far too easy to run into the sides of the walls or other cars. It makes the road feel incredibly narrow. With a lot of practice, I'm sure you could get very good at it and use it to turn around corners, but there's no need to. It's unfortunate that it should have been an arcade game where drifting happened all the time and it felt amazing, even to the point where it was outlandish. Instead, the car does not handle well at all just by moving the stick, so the game forces you or wants to force you to drift, but I found an even better technique. That is to tap the drift button, which makes it a lot easier to control the car. Instead, it will shift the car very significantly left or right, but if you just tap it, you can control it to only go a little bit one way or the other. I found this is the best, and then for smaller adjustments, use your left thumbstick to... it's a very gentle turn with that. It does look a little weird when you're tapping around a corner because it looks like you're trying to make really short digital turns instead of, as a car would, a very analog smooth turn into a corner, but it is the most effective way to play the game. Anyway, personally, I am incredibly disappointed with the game and how the drifting comes through. It's so sad to have such a cool aspect of the game be unusable around the turns when it seems like you should be turning around the corners. You can get better at it with a lot of practice, but I don't want to spend the time to practice in an infinite runner. I kind of wanted to just have it be fun right from the start of the game. So you might have noticed already in the clips I've been showing off that the car looks a little different. These are car skins. There's no different stats for any of the cars. But what you want to do is get 300 coins by collecting them in a level, pay this guy, and he'll give you a new skin. It is pretty cool that there are a lot of skins in the game, and some of them are modeled after famous cars. But it's just cosmetics, and collecting 300 coins kind of takes a long time. Side note, while perusing the Steam forums, I noticed that some people were having controller problems. They were not able to connect with the controller or play with the controller at all. I believe these issues to have been cleared up, but I can't say for certain. What I can say is that for my setup with an Xbox controller plugged into USB through this PC, there were no problems at all. That's no indication that it'll work on your system, but Steam does give refunds for playing less than 2 hours, so you could give it a shot anyway and then just do a refund. It's up to you, but just wanted to let you know about these potential issues. Overall, Neodori Forever is okay, and not something I'm really feeling, honestly. It's not a bad game, and it's made well enough, but with the decisions that they made to make it an infinite runner but sell it like a racer, or having the drifting be incredibly difficult to control on an arcade game where I expected it to be just loads of fun right out of the gate, Neodori Forever just didn't deliver for me. But if you're looking for an infinite runner with car mechanics and this kind of style, then there's plenty of content here for you. I'm just not sure who that is. It's not me, so maybe it's you. Let me know, I guess, in the comments. After this short time we've had together, I am going to say goodbye. But it's not forever. I will make another video. Subscribe to see that video I make, and maybe it's a game that you want to play. Bye.